What's good, y'all? So I'm about to review my MSTR trade that I did that I posted on my socials this morning. Profited, I think it was $2,950. I bought the contract for $750 on November 7th. I think in my social videos I said I bought it Friday, but I actually bought it Thursday and I let it run through Friday and then the weekend. So yeah, just to clear that up. But yeah, I bought a $280 strike price, and I actually bought the contract exactly at 8:58 a.m. on Thursday. I did look at it to review it for this review because I want to let y'all know, I want y'all to be able to see exactly when I actually entered the trade and why I entered the trade, why I chose to enter the trade. So I'm just spreading this out for y'all so y'all can see. So this is the morning of November 7th. You can see on the bottom. So 8:30 is when the market opened. So it opened on this candle right here. And so just to let y'all know, so what I really like to do and one of my strategies that I've just taken and I've been trying to perfect is waiting like at least like the first 15 to 20 minutes of the market opening and not being too anxious to jump into a trade. I used to try and jump in, like if I see something taking off, I would try to jump in the trade thinking it's going to go up. And you get faked out a lot like that. You'll lose a lot of money. Like soon as that market opens, if something jumping up and you jump in, and then it just reverse on you real quick. So I've been trying to work on my patience as far as entering trades, and it's real important because I done told you on other videos, but trading is so psychological, and you got to think like you really, when you trading, you really like trading against every other person in the world that's trading this stock as well. So it's kind of like you're trying to outsmart them in a sense, but also the way I like to look at it. So you ever seen like the marine videos where they got like the whale or the shark and they rolling through the water, eating shit up, and then they got all them little bitty fish underneath them. They just eating up all the chum or whatever you call it. Um, that's what we are as retail traders. We like that little bitty fish riding on the bottom of the whale, riding on the bottom of the shark. We not sharks. We not whales. You don't got that much money. I don't got that much money. You don't have enough money to manipulate the market. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, basically we are. If you want to win, you better be that little fish riding with the whale. And so when I say riding with the whale, I mean whatever the market is doing, you don't want to try to play against it. Don't think that you smarter than the market. Don't try to outsmart the market. You want to roll with where the market is naturally trying to go. So if you see something that's in an uptrend, you want to put a call on it. If you see something in a downtrend, you want to put a put on it. Don't think that you too smart and that something is just about to reverse without actually seeing the action happening. Looking at this, so this is what I seen and why I entered where I entered at. So MSTR had already had a big jump on the 6th. And it kind of settled in. It dipped. It dipped pretty good. So it got up to 262 and then it dipped all the way down to 242. So that's what I be talking about with MSTR, man. It's a big move. In a day, it may move up $20 and it can move down $20. It might do both of them in the same day. So that's how much it moves. You gotta really be careful with MSTR. But anyway, so November 7th in the pre-market, so I drew this little red trend line. And as you can see, when the market opened at 8:30, the first 5 minute candle went up to about 257. And within the first 15 minutes, it was a low of 253. So it didn't really know what it was trying to do. And basically what I was looking at is when is it gonna break that range of 257 at the high or 253 at the low. And whenever it did that, basically that's when I feel like, okay, that's when it's time to jump in. This is about to go up or it's about to go down. And so I actually entered my trade at 858. So that is this short green candle right here in between this long candle and this candle. So I entered in here. And the reason why I entered there is, for one, because it kind of broke that trend line and it had some solid gains, big long green candles right there. That's what you like. That's what you want to see. And pretty much this small candle, I'm like, okay, so they fighting right there. Buyers and sellers are fighting. I'm looking for that candle to close above this candle that was to the left of it. So once I seen that it was closing above, I went ahead and entered in my trade. At the same time, if it would have dropped back down to here, to 253 range, I probably would have closed out the trade for a small loss to make sure that I don't just take no big loss in case it just and plummets down to 240s and whatever. So pretty much that's what I was risking. I bought $715. If it would have dropped down here, I probably would have lost maybe $150, $200. But pretty much as soon as I got into it, it was on the up and up. I think that day the contract was up to like a $1,200 gain. But as you can see though, even though it went up this high, and really what I like to do, because a way that you could tell what the market is doing, if you look at these candles, when you see like these long candles going up like that, the long wicks, they call wicks. So when you see that stick coming up off the candle, that's called a wick. When you see them long wicks coming up like that, that's a good indicator that it may be about to drop. And it really depends on what time frame you on, but even like peep this. So you see these long wicks on the bottom. And basically what I like to think of, so when it comes to the candlesticks, you got like the fat part, they call it the body of the candle, and then the stick at the end where there's up or down, they call it the wick. And so when I see long wicks pointing down and a good portion of body pointing up, that's signaling to me that the stock wants to go up. When it's a long wick pointing up and a good amount of body going down, that signals to me that the stock wants to go down. So those are just two little indicators, those two boxes I just made. And you can see how clearly after that candle with the long wick right here, stock goes up, and then it has that decent wick size right there, and then it actually goes down from 280 to 269. So it actually goes down $10. And then from there, it's just kind of in the trading sideways, basically, from 268 to pretty much 276, 278. It's trading sideways. So I think that was November 8th. That was Friday. That's actually pre-market. So the market opened here, and so the stock actually dropped on Friday. And I remember I went from being up like $1,200, and when the market opened Friday, by 10 o'clock, like I was down to $100 on my gain, and I was literally about to close it out. Cause I'm like, man, this is not finna go from a $1,200 gain to a loss. Like I'm pretty sure I set a stop loss for me to break even because I was not about to lose this trade. Literally, like my last $1,000 that I had, and I took 750 of it to put it on this trade. So I was not about to let it lose. So anyway, though, so it did hit this low. I got my gain got down to like 100 something, $150, something like that, and then it came back up, but it didn't really do nothing. And I think, yeah, by the end of the day, so it was like $100 right here, or less than $100, and then by the end of the day, because of the time decay on the options, by the time the day closed, I was at like $158 for the game. So really wasn't looking that good at all. Um, but I told my partner's like, man, you should close. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm trying to get that overnight bump. I want that overnight bump. And what I call that overnight bump, it's that overnight bump. So it went from 270 Friday to 295 when like the pre-early market open on Sunday. So you can see that like Sunday when the markets close, I think maybe around 7, 8 o'clock, you can start seeing where the stock is actually at. It'll start, like if you look on Robinhood, so I'm on TradingView right now. TradingView not showing those hours. But on Robinhood, you can see it opened up at about $30 above where it was at, which was 270, opened up at like 295, 300. And then by the time the market opened, which is right here, yeah, it was about 298. And so pretty much as soon as the market opened, I had a gain because it went up so high in a pre-market and overnight. I pretty much, my gain went from $158 to like 1700. And then I just kind of let it work. It was going up, it was going down. Like you can see, long candle going down, candle coming back up. But pretty much, my whole game plan today, this morning, was like I knew it was gonna open up and I was gonna have a little bag. My whole game plan though was like I want to see what it's gonna do because I think it may run like Coinbase did the other day. Coinbase ran up like $60 in a day last week. MSTR didn't do that last week though. So I'm like, man, it might have a day like Coinbase did if Bitcoin keep going up. So pretty much I'm like, I'm gonna let it run. My wife called me like, how much you got on the game? I ain't even want to text her back, but I told her. And it's like, cause I already know she gonna be like, boy, you better close and take that money. My homeboys like, man, hey, close and take the money. I'm like, no. Gotta let it run a little bit. Let it run. I gotta see what it's gonna do. My mother-in-law called me. You gonna close it? Nope. I'm gonna keep it open for now. So yeah, I left it open. Probably by like 850 maybe. I probably had like $2,000 gain, but it was still looking like it ain't really know what it wanted to do. And then once I got to 3,000, I was just like, that's my mark. I'm gonna go ahead and close it. Like I don't really care. I don't care what it do after this. Cause honestly, I just wanted to get my money back that I just lost. Trying to do my earnings plays, I messed up and lost my money. So really, I was just trying to get money back so that I can make trades tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm probably going in, but I just gotta make sure I be patient and see what the market is doing, and then decide what's best. Decide what I want to do. I definitely don't want to just hop back in like all nonchalant and make the wrong play and end up losing that money, because it can happen. But yeah, so as far as tomorrow, I did have a couple people on TikTok asking me what's my plays tomorrow. So honestly, and like I told them, the people that I did respond to, I'm just watching the market. I'm trying to see what they do. And I'm trying to be that little fish every day. As far as MSTR, what's going on with MSTR and coin is really unprecedented, but we'll see. I think it's gonna peel back, and I think it's gonna peel back hard. I think right now is a lot of FOMO going on. CNBC been talking about coin and MSTR a lot. They talked about it a lot today, and I don't trust them. I don't trust them. When they start talking about stuff, it's time to move around, because something about to happen. So I don't trust them. When they start talking about it, it's too late to get in it once they start talking about it, because whoever was buying, they about to start selling, they about to start taking their profits. And look, another thing, so the same option contract that I was in, 3,000 people still in that option contract. The contract is up Friday. So that means that between today and Friday is at least, and that's just the $280 strike price. Who knows what other contracts is there? But basically, you got to understand how these options roll. So all these people got these contracts. Expiration dates is on Friday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, people about to be cutting. They about to be taking their money and running, like I did today. They about to be taking their money and running. Once they start doing that, that stock gonna pull back. That's what I know. So I'm gonna be on the lookout for the pullback. I might get into a call, but yeah, my eyes is open. Either way,